Aha! You push the button and it fixes it. Hooray!
Woo!
All right.
Thank you, Jamie, for letting us know that you can't hear us.
I only teach online for a living. That's all. Expect me to think how I know how to. All right. So what I was saying. Those of you here, I guess you know. Those of you who don't, well, in our hunt for an RV, we spent too much time at Lazy Days, like almost living there. What is that? I hear myself. Oh, it's playing back. Why? I don't know. This is our first time doing YouTube live. You know, why do a test run? Just go for it. Go for gold. But anyways, they asked us to be on Big Time RV, and we said sure.
Well, we did have a fun audition via Skype with the production company in New York, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was fun. We got Travel Channel on, so my ADD is kicking in. Ooh, shiny stuff. So yeah, this will be us watching. It's a 30-minute episode with 3 stories. So we figure it's gonna be 5 minutes of boxers, 2 minutes of us, because the boxers with the film crew was incredible. They spent entirely too much time filming the boxers. There were GoPros on the boxers, around the boxers. Yeah, filming stopped a few times because the cameraman would see something cute and he would like fall to the ground with this big, beautiful camera to film them.
It was adorable.
So we'll see.
1 minute.
Oh, we're in Barrie. We're out in the middle of nowhere, and we are streaming this out through my cell phone because there's no Wi-Fi, but there is cell coverage out here. So Verizon LTE doing very well at the moment. So hopefully this is working now. If there's any faults, we say it's them, not me not knowing which button to push or unmute the microphone or...
Blame the engineer.
Hey, that's me. It's not nice.
Aww.
All right, here we go. We got credits. And so the funny thing, we don't have a TV in our house, but we have HD satellite in the motorhome now.
We decided to splurge in the RV a little.
You. Like, sweetie, should we go HD? Yes, okay.
Here we go.
That's not us. That's not us.
No.
Not us. Ah!
That is our life. That is every day.
That's
exactly what Barry does driving down the road.
Oh, that's cute. That's not us.
No, but
we'll
actually,
do that. If they want us to do that kind of video, we'll do it.
I actually did have a couple people message me today about the toddler being us.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, surprise, we have a toddler. No, we don't.
No. Sorry, I'm also texting while we're watching.
I'm managing the chat. Thank you for none of you sending a chat.
Actually, I got a text that they're muting us so they can watch, which is totally cool. Thank you.
Yeah, RV's way to go.
That would be a really great way to vacation as a family. Not kill us.
Which right now our 2 are asleep.
Yeah. It was a very exhausting day.
Well, that's the whole point of this. This morning we woke up at a state park, went for a hike. Actually, lazily got up. Wow, that golf cart. That is the world's biggest golf cart. Just finding a golf cart that fits them all. Oh. Yeah, but we hiked for a while this morning with the boxers. Came back, kicked back, relaxed a little bit more. Pulled up the stakes, took off. Nice, easy trip, back roads. Google Maps sent me through a neighborhood. There's nothing like driving a big 35-foot Class A through a neighborhood.
All right, Landra, I don't know if you're watching on the Travel Channel or if you're watching this, but you're a towel too. Inside joke, just go with it.
And after this whole show, we'll do a video explaining the history of how we ended up with Barry and not the tour for now.
Oh, you just gave it away. No, just kidding. I'm just kidding. Totally kidding.
I should hope you've been seeing Drinks with Barry. This is one thing I say to my student. When you get a question like that, you all smile and nod and say, yes, we did the work you just said we were supposed to do.
Gosh, do you remember going in all these Travel Channel or
Travel trailers?
Yes, sorry.
No, I don't, because we didn't spend any time in a travel trailer.
Well, like the fifth wheels.
Yeah. The one thing we didn't look at was travel trailers.
Yeah, but fifth wheels, we went in a ton of them because originally we were going to buy like a big truck.
Fifth wheel, all the toy haulers, all, God, over and over again. We have so much video that you have not seen
From
of
the past
us
year,
going
figuring
into
it out.
all kinds of things, shooting video. The greatest video of all time is the What's video.
Oh my God.
That someday I will release that. When you anger me, I will release the What's video. It's a sequence of her just saying What's, and unbeknownst to her, she had no idea she was putting an S at the end of what. And she's talking about they just packed a kid in a cubby.
Isn't that where they normally sleep? Just kidding.
Is that quality control? Like, it can survive a kid in the cubby. Check.
Oh, thanks, Leandra.
This RV is a little more budget, but I think we really like it, so it's still in the list. Take a look at this.
Ooh, the outdoor kitchen. I think it's the outdoor kitchen.
Which we have discovered is vitally important. Well, not vitally, but it's very, very convenient. Can Barry get enough?
I
space?
love that little flower pot they have as a little RV.
Yeah, I
So
think
cute.
I've taken a couple pictures of it.
Yeah. What were you saying? You were saying something. Oh yeah, the outdoor kitchen. Yeah, we spent all of our time cooking outside, and before that was one of the giving away things that we bought Barry was we were looking at all these other coaches that had outdoor kitchen. We're like, we hate that. That's such a stupid idea. And we're like, well, do we even know that we don't like it? And now we are so in love with the outdoor kitchen. It's the majority of meals are all cooked outside. The outdoor sink is even better. We don't have that, and that's annoying for me to have to come in and wash my hands and go back out. What? Why a Class A over a Class C? Maximizing space. We want big because the whole thing is to take off and leave and spend a year living out of it. So C classes are wonderful. They really fit the smaller domain, but when you get big, like over 35 feet, I think it really makes sense to go to a Class A because this thing, even this 35, is massive. All the storage we have is unbelievable, and you wouldn't think you have that much of a difference, but it is really incredible how much bigger a Class A is inside than a Class C. You also gain that basement storage, which some of the C classes I think are getting basements, but we love the basement.
It's adorable.
You like it? What do you think?
We rented a C class for about 10 days or something like that, and that's where Ava spent her entire time, is in that top bunkhouse thing. Ava loved that.
Yeah, you had to trick her to come down. She wouldn't even like scoot towards the edge so you could bring her down. She went and jumped down.
My trick was her favorite blanket. You put it up there so she could lay on it, and you could just drag her out with it, wrap her up, and just take her off because she did not want to come down. As we would go down the road, she would just look out the side window.
Hey, we got boxers. I'm cut off in our food.
With jobs that they can work from anywhere. they plan to travel full time. I'm an online teacher, so I never really have office meetings.
I love yoga. I actually just graduated with my certification, so I plan on taking yoga on the road.
Colin and Amy love warm weather and want to travel year-round to where they'll find the best kayaking, surfing, and hiking.
We met outdoors mountain biking, and we just kind of continue on with that tradition.
They're working with RV expert Chris Wallace. I can tell it's going to be a fun time with their pets. The dogs really do influence our decision on the RV because everything we do involves them. So what are you guys looking for in your RV?
I'm a yoga instructor, so I need rooms to do yoga and practice routines.
And not to mention the dogs like to do yoga with her, so we need a yoga room for that. Place where I can have an office. Some place I can put in a rack server would be really helpful for me for work.
Yoga studio.
Our budget for the RV is about $350,000.
Guys, this is the 2015 Winnebago Tour. This 42-foot Winnebago Tour is loaded with luxury and comfort and has a $396,000 price tag to match.
Oh, wow. Look at all that space.
Oh, wow. That's incredible.
Oh, the tour.
Yeah.
And this is actually a
Oh.
full wall slide here.
I can do my yoga.
Absolutely.
Oh, we can all sit on the couch together.
Sponsor snuggle room. That's
Just a glimpse in our everyday life.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, those bugs are crazy. That's awesome. Well, the boxers like it. You know, I need a space for all your work stuff. Yeah, well, check this out. It opens up, gives you a full area to put your servers, other things like that.
I just got French kissed by Barrett on TV.
Woo! Man, you can tell how excited he is.
Who's over there asleep?
He is.
I see Paul. Yeah, the
This is
tour.
so fun.
We loved the tour a lot.
Loved.
Yeah.
We would go to Lazy Days just to sit in the
And
this
it
is
could-
on the tour.
I used to, on my cycling, would just swing by there and have a, oh yeah, it's pretty.
Everyone loves the picture I posted of you.
But then we found the same money as a brand new tour will buy you a 4-year-old Prevost. And if you don't know what a Prevost is, oh my. A Prevost is this, I think it's a Canadian manufacturer who do Greyhound buses, basically how they started out, I think. And they build them to be million-mile coaches. Well, they build those. Then they outsource that to a builder who will then put an interior in them. So when you hear Prevost typically is just the chassis and the outside of it. The inside guts is whatever manufacturer finished it. Featherlight, Millennium, a bunch of others. Well, we found out that you can get a 4-year-old Prevost for the same cost as a new tour, and the build quality is slightly different. The tour cruised out at 75. Prevosts, when they're set up right, cruise out at 100. That's one thing that really made me in a petrolhead. Oh my!
Awesome.
I looked through it. That is my happy face. Not that you can see what you're showing me.
Oh, I got a text from our Facebook post. You can't really see that, sorry,
Yeah,
but
that is my happy face. And then we started looking at getting a semi, like a big Volvo 760 semi, the actual sleeper cab. What?
let's just say this: we actually went and test drove.
We test drove a semi, brand new Volvo dealership in Brandon. Thank you very much. That was a fantastic experience. So we went for a test drive in the Volvo. We're going, because we have whoever's been in a semi other than a truck driver. So we thought, let's go test this out and see, is this something nice?
It was so nice.
It was so nice. And then we're looking at then getting a toy hauler to put behind it, a real big one of the nice big toy haulers that then, you know, the rear gate folds down, you have a back patio so you can be outside in nature and have it screened in. And long story short is we just bounced around entirely too much. And finally I said, listen, let's just buy something. We're here for another year.
We're back on. God.
Yeah.
Whole area to put your servers, and other things like that.
Because I'm a nerd.
You get so excited talking about
I
like
love
technology. Oh, my bright red.
we figured this whole episode would be the dogs.
It's true. Oh my god. But it's pretty awesome.
They have to show the yoga poses, though. I'm waiting for that. You have to see the yoga poses.
Yeah, doing yoga in jeans. This will be
Excuse, you're a
fun.
yoga instructor. You are a master pose by pose student.
Ooh, shout out to Pose by Pose.
At $315,000, this Monaco's half the price of a brand new one. Guys, let's
And the Monaco Dynasty is really nice. That's what we originally were joking. That's going to be coach number 2. But
This is really roomy. I mean, you walk in and it's so spacious.
As you'll notice when we walk through this floor
I
plan,
think this is where the yoga pose comes in.
it is.
the bathroom's a different layout than we're used to. It's not an actual bathroom proper. It's a split design. Check it out. That's the two slides too to give you all that room in the front of the bed, and you got a full-size king bed up here. The bedroom in the Monaco is a hotel bedroom. This is massive.
I didn't remember you saying that.
It's a hotel bedroom.
We're easy to please.
In the morning, right? We stayed at Hot Inn Express last night in our RV.
Okay, I'm gonna catch up on some messages.
So we're the pretentious couple in this episode. We $50,000. That's our cap. We're like $400,000. That's nice.
Barry needs that.
Barry needs an outdoor kitchen.
Yeah,
Why does Barry need that?
Barry.
Well, I think it's Baron, the dog. You know. Oh, yeah. Right here.
Maybe this will work. Maybe. I think it's a little too close. Definitely all our perks, but it just felt a little small.
This RV's a little over our budget. I think you get something a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
We might have something else.
The tour does fly down the road, though. They actually, you won't. I don't know that you'll see it in this episode, but they actually let me take it on the interstate, and that was an experience because you're in something that's that big. I've never driven a class before. Lots of trucks, lots of hauling stuff, but never a monolith, huge, square, rectangle, that big going down the road. It was something. So you're just sort of in terror, and you've got 500 some odd horsepower behind you. So when you put your foot in it, it actually does move, such that they had to look over like, you're doing 80. Because I was actually heading down the interstate, passing people, moving over, passing people, just get my foot in, like, here we go. It was awesome. It does fly down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Surprisingly, it's noisy. Both versions that we've driven have a bit of a rattle to them. That's one of the things that put us into the Prevost was they're just built to know. I mean, the brand new they're selling for over $1 million easy, but they depreciate like a freaking rock. That's the perk of them is they depreciate so fast. So most people will buy them. If you can afford to plunk down a couple $1 million on an RV, odds are you're not going anywhere in it. It's it's a weekend getaway maybe once a year. I don't know what the deal is. I don't have that much money to throw away, so I don't know. But yeah, a couple years old, they just fall off in price so fast. The ones that like over $2 million, they dropped $1 million in the first year. So it's like the golden rule. Anyways, rambling.
At $3 million? That's a nice bathroom.
What was with the rollaway door though?
I don't know. It was different.
Well, you can't fit 2 people.
You can't fit 4 people.
Oh, that's a pretty. That's like the one we rented.
Oh, look how little.
That's the Mercedes version. That's really nice. The wood in that is really nice.
Mm-hmm.
And that one, the Mercedes chassis doesn't have as an annoying transition from the front area, the driving area, to the living area. The Fords sometimes have, depending on who built off of it, have a really annoying transition. The Mercedes is just like, in the C-Class, really, really nice. Those are, and all the wood, I don't know if it's because it's a Mercedes chassis, they feel they have to do it to the nines, but they are really nice inside.
You're really nice.
I don't think that worked. I don't think that worked, but And the crazy rambling Arnolds are drinking water. Because tomorrow, craziness happens. The whole reason for this trip. Commercials. What time is it? Halfway there. Wow.
Life is eating out of a flower pot.
Wait, where's
Can we do that in the RV? Just have it all.
We're thinking about putting in against the front windshield of that, I forget what it's called now, the grass that's healthy for dogs to eat. And so you actually would have in the very front dash a berry sculpted in to be the shape of the windshield, but we have that little trough in the front. Just put in a little planter there, and we have that dog-friendly grass. It's good for them. It helps with digestive system. Yeah, they'd be pretty.
Yeah.
Add some life to this thing. Besides us. So.
So when this crash test, one thing was missing. A crash. The 2016 E-Class. Your authorized dealer for exceptional offers through Mercedes-Benz Financial Services.
love is in the details. Details that are purely thoughtful.
Well, commercials. Entertain the people.
Delicious entrees, carefully crafted in
You're the entertaining one.
plate tuna,
I'm the pretty one.
white meat
Just
chicken,
kidding.
liver, and byproducts or fillers.
I think I only can say, I love you. You're so pretty.
So pretty. I'm not the one with glue on my face.
I don't know, there is still glue. There is.
Yeah.
So we finished the roof just in time for the trip, including me talking to Amy as I went, oh, bloody hell, as there was sealant all over my hand.
And it's still there.
That's my face. You're all over my face.
So all over your face.
Blue. All right, come on. Hey, we're back. Hooray for the Burrells. That's fancy.
That's really nice.
That is.
It's like the TARDIS. It's bigger on the inside.
Okay, it was under budget, but it's one of those things where the sleeping situation was not that conducive to, our family arrangement.
They didn't really give us everything we were looking for.
That's pretty, though.
It is pretty.
And it had the long slide, had the corner bed, and it had the nice dinette that you were looking for.
I like that.
And it had a shower with it.
It did.
We really like the layout of the Via. It's suitable to our needs. Over budget, that's kind of a draw.
I think that's what we rented. Is basically the equivalent now of the Via.
I think we're going to go with the Via. It's the perfect RV for that.
I do like that slope front end, though. Those are kind of cool. We were talking about this morning. We saw one of the, back in the 80s, that was all the rage. Everything had to have the slope front end, and then they went, no. Vertical front end. Which our dash is, it's amazing how big that front area is. Oh!
$50,000. The dog-loving Arnolds are looking for a large RV to live in full time. They've narrowed it down to 2 coaches. The $396,000 Winnebago Tour and a pre-owned $315,000 Monaco Dynasty.
The Monaco is gas. I mean, like, had propane
I think they
stove.
cut out the yoga scene.
No way.
It's a wonderful bus, but I don't know that it fits us. I don't know if it's going to be Arnold for the year. The Monaco, I didn't feel like any part of it I looked at, like, this is going to be my office.
I really like the tour. It's spacious. It has room to do yoga, and it has that full wall slide.
That gives a great space. It's nice and open for us having the 2 dog and not mentioning the 2 of us. I like how the tour is more compartmentalized though. At the front, I have my office space.
It's gonna be tough. That high-end price is really tipping that budget a lot.
Yeah, but we have to live in this, and I'd rather take a financial hit.
Poor Chris. It's just a yes. Yes.
It's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money.
Oh, they're gonna.
Oh.
We're gonna go with the Winnebago tour.
I need a
High five,
brush.
High five scene.
First objective for our year in the bus will be 72 degrees. So wherever 72 degrees, just go there.
Oh wow, are you excited?
I'm so excited.
Hey, you're driving.
Where am I going?
Navigate, man.
Where to first?
Yay!
That was terrifying. They made me do that over and over again in a small lot. The production crew was hiding in the back.
Which they scared the crap out of us that one time.
Well, the first time I walked in for the very first filming, we walked into the tour, and the camera was outside, so you walk in. Well, they need to redo that shot now with camera inside to get you as you walk in to capture your reaction. Well, so we walk in. We had no idea what the hell was going on. They just told us, come here, there's the cameraman, and he's like, all right, now you're going to walk in. So we walk in. Well, as soon as we walk in, you hear someone yell, cut, and 4 people appear. I swear they're hiding in cabinets and crap, because suddenly you see people just start rolling out of things like, all right, this is what you got to do this time. Like, whoa, where'd you come from? There was a couple times I would just die laughing because people would appear, and you had no idea they were ever there. But doing that video of me driving it was in the actual Lazy Days lot, and they made me do this loop in the lot with all of the RVs there, and it wasn't. And there was a turn I had to make that was a quasi hairpin. It wasn't a full 180 degrees around, but it was like 170 or 150 degrees around, and it was just the radius that the tour could turn. But when you turn one of these big things, the butt swings out. So the head of production's behind me, laying down in the bed, yelling, tail swing, tail swing. And I would have to swing the wheel around and try to get it to go through. One of the cameramen was outside on the road, laying on the road, composing the shot. And his pearls of wisdom to me were, try to hit me. Seriously, he was like, he said, you're not going to hit me, don't worry. But the closer you get to me, the better. Try to hit me. So I had all of that, and they're also like, oh yeah, say something, Colin, say something funny. And I'm like, F you, leave me alone, I'm going to kill someone, we're going to crash the rig. It was not a fun experience for me. And then they're like, get on it, stop on it. I'm like, don't hit anything. You know, all these words are coming from them of don't hit stuff, don't mess it up, please, for the love of God. Oh, floor it, by the way, go faster. Jeez. But the tour survived. And then they had one of their guys come over to drive it back to park it because I couldn't pull it out of the parking spot or put it back. He gets in and just lays into it. I mean, it was one of those, if you, like the good old diesel truck guys rolling coal style. That was him. He just, boy, you and all of you disappear. You're like, oh my word! If anyone pulls out in front of them, they're dead. Just you're gonna, it's over for them. It was hilarious. There's a compliment. It sure made it look like you guys bought it.
We were going to.
We'll do a video on that. It was close. It's close.
Yep.
Yeah, that almost. Yeah.
We'll go about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk more about that later because it almost happened, and it wasn't anything on their part. It was all of our part of. She found a Prevost she really liked. I found a Prevost I really liked. I really liked the big Volvo. We're like, well, what are we doing for the year? What's going on? How are we going to actually do this? And we'll do a video explaining what actually happened to it. There still could be a tour in our future. We don't know.
Well, I think that's probably all we're going to be on. Because we already picked our coach.
What?
I don't think we're going to be on. I think we're done on the show.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it's over. It's 3 minutes left of the show. What are they going to do? Another dog video?
Maybe it will be in the outtake.
I'm still hoping to see them do the yoga because her trying to teach Chris yoga poses, that's a travesty to show that, what, half-yard production, yard and a half production, whatever it is. The dog footage is great, though, guys. Good job. But yeah, the yoga stuff, that was golden. That needs to be an outtake video
funny.
of...
That was really funny.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy, let's get these dick
Sam. I love all the screenshots everyone's sending. It's awesome.
One thing we don't have in this, a DVR. So we're like, we don't have this for posterity. Although they said we could contact them, they'll send us a copy, so we'll do that. Maybe we'll get some deleted scenes to show you. We need to try to hook up with them by that.
How many Arnolds can you fit in the shower?
That's funny.
I got jokes.
Oh no, Sam's comment.
Oh.
That's funny.
I thought mine was funny.
Yeah, poor Chris. And there was one sequence that they made us do of us just walking, and the head of production wasn't paying attention or whatever, and she was like, guys, talk. And we're like, okay, so we had to walk down the road talking. And like, talk about anything you want. And most of the production team are petrol heads, and they found out that I have built a 1,000 horsepower Grand Cherokee. And suddenly it was all like, tell us about the Grand Cherokee. We need more details on it. Is it here? Did you bring it today? Can we see it? And now as we're talking, also you hear the head of production yell, or we're all mic'd, yells, oh no, we weren't mic'd.
Yeah, we were.
Mic'd? We were mic'd? No, I mean, like, we had hear. How did we hear her? How did we?
I'm not sure.
I don't remember how we heard it, but yeah, we all got scolded. We're like, no, you could only talk about the RVs. It's kind of funny because we had to then turn around, walk back down the road, do that scene all over again. And she was not happy with us.
Everyone was so awesome, though. That whole crew.
The whole production
crew
they
were awesome.
was incredible. The day was awesome. Lots of laughs, non-stop laughing. That was the best part of it. It was all day long. We all just joked. The only sad thing about it was, and this is no offense to Chris, it's that our salesman was Todd Earwood. Like a big shout out to Todd Earwood. We love working with Todd. It was an absolute wonderful experience with Todd. Us not getting the tour at the moment had nothing to do with Todd at all. There's no way he could have done it anyways. It was just, this is us. You know, we'll talk about why this all happened. But it's a shame we didn't get to do it with Todd because we had such a relationship with Todd. And Todd was just an I hope he can be on the show. I hope, you know, he's an interesting character, and I think he would be great for the show.
I think that's it.
We really enjoyed it. That's it.
That's a wrap. Yay!
That's a wrap. Hope you enjoyed. I can keep rambling, obviously, but probably shouldn't. So, hope you enjoyed. Bye. Let's see, I think I stopped it with this one. We'll film it. Let's see if we can stop it now. We got a problem starting. Let's see if I can stop. Bye-bye. Nope, that didn't stop it. That didn't stop it either. Get the hammer.